We may have had an interstellar visitor for eons, and scientists are stumped. I think it's going to be inconclusive, if not impossible, to demonstrate conclusively what physicists said of the potential possible interstellar comet. A comet that may have come from interstellar space just made its latest dramatic swing around the Sun, an encounter that was imaged in mesmerizing detail by a space observatory. The origins of comet 96P Matsholz have puzzled scientists for decades since its discovery. It is a 4-mile wide sun grazer object with a host of weird properties that suggest it may be an interloper from another star system. For instance, 96P's composition is extremely unique, and its orbit is highly tilted, causing it to pass closer to the Sun than almost any other comet. This is from ESA. Speaking of comets, here's the latest view of comet 96P Matsholz from ESA NASA SOHO spacecraft using the LASCO CE camera, and this is a GIF of it. These features, among others, suggest that comet 96P may have been rerouted into our solar system by a chance encounter with Jupiter after its voyage across interstellar space. In an ironic twist, however, the comet's interactions with Jupiter have obscured its backstory and raised the possibility that its oddities could simply point to an origin in an unusual part of our own solar system, or as part of a local celestial body that broke apart. Because of its interactions with Jupiter, I think it's going to be inconclusive, if not impossible, to demonstrate conclusively that it came from another solar system, because that dynamical history is lost. Said Matthew Knight, a professor in the physics department of the United States Naval Academy, who published research about 96P in a call with Motherboard. For the time being, we'll have to make do with the incredible images of the comet's closest pass around the Sun, known as the perihelions of its 5-year orbit. The comet completes its most recent perihelion on Tuesday, when it passes about 3 times closer to the Sun than Mercury. The approach was observed by the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory SOHO, a joint space mission between NASA and the European Space Agency, which has watched a 96P's perihelion since it was first launched in 1995. 96P was first discovered by the amateur astronomer Donald Matsholz, who spotted it with binoculars from California in 1986. More recent observations have revealed that the object is bizarrely depleted in common materials like carbon and cyanogen, and does not appear to possess the dusty atmosphere or coma seen around other comets in the solar system. These features hint that the comet might be a completely stripped-down nucleus with a primordial and possibly interstellar origin, according to a 2019 study in Astrophysical Journal co-authored by Knight that was based on observations of 96P's 2017 perihelion. Those observations also reveal that the comet's the colors appear similar to those of Oumuamua, which was the first unambiguous interstellar object ever seen in the solar system. Oumuamua hurtled through our system in late 2017 and also displayed weird features and motions that led to some speculation that it was a piece of alien technology, though most scientists think it had a natural origin. The intriguing similarities between the nucleus of 96P and Oumuamua might strengthen the argument of 96P having had an interstellar origin, meaning that its surface properties are acquired during millions of years of cosmic ray bombardment between systems, rather than having been due to evolution in our solar system, according to the 2019 study. Ultimately, though, Knight said the mystery of 96P comet's origin may never be solved, in part because it's not the easiest object to study. Its angled orbit never takes it particularly close to Earth, and its lack of activity makes it tricky to observe except when it's close to perihelion. Though space observatories such as SOHO can study it, many of the comet's secrets, including its origin, are still locked away. Even if we were to launch an intercept mission to the comet, we might not be able to answer tantalizing questions about the comet's past. I think an intercept mission can tell you that it's very strange, Knight said of 96P. I don't think it would conclusively tell you if it was interstellar or not, but it would certainly be fascinating to go and see this object. I'd love to see it up close, he said. Regardless of whether we learn more about the backstory of this elusive comet, scientists are likely to spot many more interstellar objects in the coming years, following the discovery of the first known interstellar comet called 21 Borisov, and the first known meteors that likely traveled from another star system before hitting our Earth. Many more of these cosmic interlopers are expected to be spotted by next-generation telescopes such as the Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile. Right now we have such a small number of statistics that things are all over the map, Knight said. Borisov is kind of what we expected, but Oumuamua was just so funky that it threw us off our game, so to speak, he said. The work that came out of Oumuamua in particular pegged the number that we might find in the Vera Rubin era at probably about 1 a year, he said. I think it'll be really fascinating to see as interstellar comets number 3, 4, 5, and so on come in, where they're falling in that spectrum between crazy and sort of ho-hum. And this is on Vice by Becky Ferreira. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.